Tadashi, how you doing? I've been thinking about where you been. How's life? What's been going on since we last talked? I hope all is well. Hope you can hear me. Testing, testing. What happened? Unless you don't want to talk about it. I'm still on my spiritual journey. I feel you. I was supposed to get like baptized this month, but then I called it off. You say yay? I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm going to hell. I don't know. But at the same time, it's like there can't be just one spiritual path. That's what I believe, but then it's just like, I don't know, it's just offensive to me to say like the only way to get saved, even if you're like a good person, is like you have to accept Jesus. So like, what if you never knew about Jesus? Does that mean you just go to hell even though you were a good person? That shit don't sound right to me. When's the last time you went on a drive? I know, that's what I was saying, but it's like, I talked about this at like a grief class, so I kind of got it off topic, which I feel bad about. But like, I don't know, it just don't make sense to me. But it's like the more you ask questions, it kind of like agitates people. So I hope the pastor wasn't agitated with me, but like, I can't do it. Like, I'm like, okay, so if you're nice to everybody, you give away all your possessions, you give away a lot of money, all of that shit. If you live damn near homeless to help other people, you still going to hell. That's crazy. And then my other thing is like I do believe in Jesus, but at the same time, like I don't know. Because I think like Jesus is somebody like Buddha or something like that. Like a prophet or a teacher. That's deep. I agree. I just hope like when I'm about to die or whatever, I don't regret it. What made you like go on your journey to get there? Like you just did research and you was like, yeah, that's for me, or like did somebody come to you and you were like, oh, I'm gonna check that out? Because I feel like some teachers have their own agenda sometimes too. I seen that book on Amazon. It's expensive, but it looks pretty. Like the cover was pretty. Are you a vegan or vegetarian? I believe in that, but then it's like at the same time, I'd struggle with the difficulty of like knowing the difference between Hinduism and Buddhism. That multiverse stuff trips me out though, but I know it's real. If there's like multiple galaxies in the universe. But then to think there's multiple universes, that's crazy. Like I wonder if we like go outside and outside of the universe, is it just like white? Like an artist that didn't finish drawing it. Like there's so much more to discover, that's why I don't want to get stuck to one thing. Why'd you pick Hinduism over Buddhism? I mean, yeah. No difference. That's deep. That's really deep. Ooh. Yeah, I read. I actually need some new books to read. I gotta type that in my notes real quick. But I've heard that name before. Okay, I typed it. Do you wear the robes? Or you're like more modern? I guess the monks wear the robes. Or is that Buddhism? Oops. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I won! I won! Whew. A dub for me. And my Amazon delivery is here. Be right back. Oops. Lord, Lord. I've returned. Winners take all. Winners take all. But I put the book in my notes. Ooh. What you gonna do with the rest of your day, Tadashi? I know it's probably nighttime over there now. Or the wee hours of the morning. Junk mail. Can you charge that blue container? Thank you. These emergency bills are crazy. Oh God. Not gang in this bitch. How you doing, drunky Miss Tadashi? Earlier. How you doing? I ain't seen him in a while. I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt like I was mumbling, but then like at the same time I felt bad afterwards because it's just like, did I fuck up? I feel like I fucked up. You know what I mean? Because what if it is the truth? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I did forget about that. I shouldn't laugh, so I won't out loud. I know, right? That shit got me thinking. Did you end up getting laid? Or you just going to sleep? Was that the plot? I just feel like the pastor low-key mad at me. That's how I feel. But I always be assuming. Oh no. I mean, that's good, but oh my. Congratulations. Had it been a while. Oh, okay. I'm gullible, nigga. My friend told me he won the lottery and I believe that shit. I guess that's a good thing. I don't know about all that. No, I get it though. But also, same. By choice, kinda. Do those really count though? Do you think that's some kind of spiritual assault? Hmm? What the hell? Jesus. That's real shit though. That's human nature. And it's also disease free. Now that you brought it up, now I'm thinking about the Baphomet thing. Again. But like, what if we are supposed to think things like this, so it'll make us not be able to enter the kingdom, if there is a kingdom, you know what I mean? Like, what if spirituality is a trap? But that's what I think though. Cause like if you representation of everybody, wouldn't you have everything? But then that's just being naive though. And like you could say that to be naive. That's what a pastor would say. Like you being naive. And then I read something that was just like you have to have blind faith. But like what the hell? I mean like, I get it. Like when you do that thing where you trust people and you fall backwards. Like yeah. But at the same time, this is my soul. Like, what the hell am I supposed to think? I don't know what that goat head is about though. And I heard like the duh is like a sword with a demon at the tip. I'm like, what the fuck? That picture scared the hell out of me when I first saw it. When I was finding about like the Illuminati and shit back in the day. Like that picture scared the hell out of me. I wish you saw my face just now. The goat. That is deep though. But then if you think about goats, like they eat everything. So does that mean like a destroyer or something? And goats are not necessarily bad, like they're on people's farms. And what the hell? But every time I'm driving, the police there. But everybody else, they don't get pulled over. That's shit I be talking about, man. That was more than breaking necks over there. That nigga upgraded to a motorcycle or some shit. So let me go 5 over the speed limit. And when they can't get you for nothing, they be like, "Oh, were you wearing your seatbelt?" Like, what the fuck happened? That's happened to me before. They couldn't find nothing wrong, so they asked me if I was wearing my seatbelt. Or they say like, "I didn't see you with your seatbelt on." How the hell you see me with a seatbelt on or not? I mean, we can do a note to self, but I don't know if I'm still fucking with them tarot cards, though. I don't know about all that now. Damn! Cause I swear if them fleas come back, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be real angry. I mean, nuns seem kind of chill though. And then I asked like the pastor what he thought about nuns, and he was like, they're cool, but I don't believe that they're married to Jesus. I was just like, that was real shit, man. Like, you should have been there, man. You couldn't even lay down and you feel itchy. Like, what? You sit down, next thing you know, all your legs itching. Hell yeah, they got that fire. And they saving it for Jesus. And I can respect that. That's crazy. It was like the worst time of my life. Oh my gosh. He was though. Cause I was like, you don't feel that? Like I was the only nigga scratching. My brother was scratching. I was scratching. Being talking about, I don't know what y'all talking about. Next thing I know, once he saw the motherfuckers, he was like, oh shit, now I'm itching. People gotta see to believe. And that go with the fate thing too, I think. But I don't think I could handle seeing God in person. Like my brain would blow up. But I wanna see a sign, nigga. Damn, Junk, that's a good one. Not a burning bush. But I think like what really turns me off from like no pun, what really turns me off from all that is like you can be like the best person ever, like you can give away everything, be damn near broke on the street helping other people, but because you don't accept like Jesus, you're going to hell. And then Tadashi was just like, I mean, it don't make sense to me because like what about the people before Jesus and stuff like that? So all them Jewish niggas went to hell. Are they still going to hell? And then I started looking at like the Islam thing again, and they do talk about Jesus, and they say Muhammad's a prophet, Jesus is a prophet, Moses is a prophet. They talk about everybody, but my thing is like, I need more information about Muhammad, nigga, because his descendants are like you can track down his descendants, like, but then what does that make them, like princes and princesses and shit like that? I don't know. And then it makes me think about like people who rule kingdoms and stuff, and they say like they have a divine connection to God. And I don't believe that. Just because you've been picked or like you take over a kingdom, that don't make you like divine, nigga. Yeah, and that's what Judaism believes as well. Well, I don't think they believe in Jesus, though. I don't know if they think he's a prophet or what. I think they think he's a, what do you call it, heresy, nigga? I don't know what that word is. Yeah, I like that story of Moses. That's crazy. Like, he went up to that rock. He got them commandments. He came down. Them niggas looking at him. They couldn't take it. That's what I'm talking about. I want to have a Moses moment, nigga, but I don't know if I can handle that shit. Ain't that the nigga with the boat? Or is that Noah? I think that's Noah. That's crazy to, like, have God tell you to do something. But that's what I want, though. Like, I need to know my mission, man. Oh, I get it now. So I just don't get, like... But even Moses was a Jew, though. So it's just like... I don't know. God is radioactive. And I was asking the pastor, like, you don't think, like, God could be, like, the sun? And he was just like, God is the sun. God is Jesus. Not, and I meant, like, no, I mean, like, the actual sun, like, in the sky, nigga. And he was just like, no. But what if, like, the sun is, like, one of God's eyes and, like, the moon is the other eye or some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But then that makes that belief pagan or some shit. Noah has the boat, Jonah has the what? That Jonah story tripped me the fuck out, though. Yeah, I remember that. I do want to watch that animated movie. I forgot what it's called. The Prince of Egypt or something like that. And then I was talking to my friend about, she said that Oshun came to her in a dream. And I've had a dream like that before, but it's not Oshun. It was like, I don't know if you're familiar with them. Like Aida Wedu Dambala, like the snake motherfucker. Let me not say motherfucker because these niggas be getting mad. But that's the whole thing, like they be wanting shit. Like they be destroying shit until you feed them, and that's why I be thinking like, maybe that's the whole Jesus thing, because it's just like, what's a better sacrifice than like the quote unquote son of God? Yeah, that ocean. But I feel like when Beyonce came out with that damn Lemonade, everybody think they a child of Oshun or Yemaya or Yemaya. Get out my face! Get out my face! My hand cramping up, nigga. Oh! You said it was a banger. Yeah, the soundtrack was hard, nigga. But I was a kid when I watched that shit, so I didn't really get it. So you know they call America Babylon and Babylon stands for land of confusion. And to be honest, we're hella confused because people believe in everything here. But the God gave you the will to do that, to like try to figure out the answers. And I just be feeling like when you trying to find out the answers, people be mad judgmental. Like you can't even have a debate with people without people getting fucking emotional and yelling and shit. And that's a turn off. That's a big turn off. But it's just like if I'm about to dedicate like a part of my money and my time to a church, like I want to know every fucking thing you telling me. Like I want to know everything about your beliefs, all that. But then it's just like I just don't. One thing I just don't get is like how like niggas be like Jesus is God and Jesus is the Son of God. And we talked about that in the podcast before, but it's just like, I mean, unless you saying like God sent himself down as a human, like human form or some shit like that. Yeah, I get that. Like you're making somebody birth you, but you picking a virgin because it's just like it's a pure being. Like I can get that. Like I'm trying to get the real shit of it, like, you know. But at the same time, I feel like, okay, what if Jesus really is the Son of God? That don't make him God, though. But unless you mean like you are your father or you are your mother. Church not getting $1 from I don't give a fuck if Jesus preaching a motherfucker himself. I don't know, Jesus was preaching, I give him some money, but Jesus don't need your money though. But then you know in America, like you gotta pay taxes, but then I heard churches are tax exempt. So I guess it's like paying the upkeep of the building. But how are you? I don't get it. Like ain't no way somebody in there skimming money off the top to pay themselves. Cause it's just like, how do preachers get paid? That's my thing. But I'm not talking no shit though. It's just like I'm just very skeptical, especially with my soul, nigga. Like Hindus believe that God comes down to Earth as an avatar. So at that point, what the fuck is Earth? I think Tadashi said he was a Hindu. He was talking about they believe in like multi-universes and stuff like that. So I kind of imagine like Earth being like Marvel. Only $20 if you fix your back. I see this motherfucker over here. He just waiting on me. And he got a shotgun. Child cheese. Oh, and did I say like how he said like Jehovah's Witnesses don't have the part where Jesus is crucified because they believe Jesus was like an angel or something like that? Like I never heard of that. So like how does the story end with Jesus? I'm dead. Like is it just like them niggas snitch on him or that he just disappeared? Like how does it end? Because he said it was in a certain Bible, and I think I have that Bible, but it's just like I don't recall him not getting crucified in there. But I think Revelations is the hardest part of the Bible, though. That's just metal as fuck. The lady put just a penny in there. Mm. Yeah, tell me what they believe. I had Jehovah's Witness wake me up the other day. I was just like, ma'am, I want to go back to sleep, ma'am. They gave me some flyers about Easter. But I know Prince was a Jehovah's Witness, and he didn't celebrate his birthday. And he, like, people asking, like, how do you stay so young? And he was like, I don't celebrate my birthday. And I was like, oh. But then when you ask the same thing, like they'll say like Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate birthdays for a certain reason or something like that. But I'm just like, well, if y'all don't believe in rituals and shit like that, why you celebrate Christmas? Isn't Christmas pagan? Like, why wouldn't you have like a cross instead of a Christmas tree? And then I was watching shit like, oh my gosh, and I think he said something like, and I'm not throwing a nigga under the bus or nothing like that, but it was just like, I hate when niggas be like, oh, my religion has never harmed anybody, but everybody else's religion has, so we just gonna skip over the crusades and shit like that. Like, we gonna skip over that part of the Spanish Inquisition and shit like that. Come on now. But then he'll just blame it on Catholics and shit. Like, Catholics the only niggas who did something wrong that's quote-unquote Christian. And he'll say, like, Catholics don't claim Christianity, just say they're Catholic. And they'll say, like, the Catholics believe that the church saves them or some shit. Jehovah's Witnesses believe God is not Jesus. God is Jehovah. Jesus is Jehovah's son. Jesus got crucified, but it wasn't on a cross. Oh, it's getting deep now. They believe... Hold on, let me shoot this person real quick. It was Aquaman. They believe that only 144,000 go into heaven to judge the earth with God. And after everyone gets judged, the righteous is going to dwell on earth. What exactly is Passover though? Oh, is that thing where like Jesus was turning like they said we ain't got enough bread and fish, so that he was making more bread and fish and everybody was like eating.
Passover.
That's Passover, right?
No, Passover is where they had to put the blood of the lamb or whatever on the door frame in Egypt.
Oh, okay.
Not get the firstborn killed.
You said when the aliens pass over in the mothership, you running out. That shit real though. I believe that's gonna happen. But like, I don't know, but what happens though, like, at the end? Cause if they saying, okay, like, and then like your text ended a little bit, cause you were saying like, what you said, like, cause this shit is cut off. Like Jesus wasn't crucified, so what happened? Like he just disappeared? But I kind of like how you described it. But my thing is, like, I couldn't go to... Oh, and then the pastor was saying, like, Jehovah's Witness is a cult. which I partially believe. Cause it's just like I don't get how you can just go to other people's houses and like try to, you know, convince them. I think all Christians try to do that shit. But then like the part where you have to cut off your family if they don't, like if they're not a part of that, that's fucked up. They believe Jesus was crucified, but not on a cross, on a stake. A stake is just one long piece of wood, hands tied above his head, strap. I think I've seen a painting of that. So this nigga got me thinking, like, that part just didn't happen. That, like, that's what they believe. They believe after 3 days he was resurrected and went to heaven. Like the pastor believed that too. He's like Southern Baptist. But what I also think is fucked up though is just like, I don't know, like to have somebody bear your sins, like you not responsible for what the fuck you do. That's fucked up. If I was Jesus, I would be angry as fuck if I came back. I ain't gonna lie. After Jesus got resurrected, he went to Egypt and was crowned Pharaoh. What? Where you heard of that from? Nigga, I wouldn't even have came back. I'm not even gonna lie. After all of that, and they still don't get it, fuck it. That's how I would feel. But then again, I'm not the son of God. Jesus never died and left the country, got married and had kids. Wasn't that in Angels and Demons? And then the spin-off, what was that shit? You remember that movie? And it had that nigga in it? Like, the first one was Angels and Demons. And then there was like this movie that everybody was talking about. It's Illuminati. The Da Vinci Code. Yeah, I think they talked about that, the Da Vinci Code. I believe that too, though. Because it's just like, okay, if Muhammad has like bloodlines still around, and I'm sure they're out there, like if you're saying like we come from Adam and Eve had like Cain and Abel, and Cain and Abel had kids, and like life just kept on populating from them. Like technically, like we all, like, you know, like we all related. So there's no way there can't be a bloodline from those major prophets. Like there's just no way. Like unless like Jesus was really celibate, which I believe, because like I guess I don't know. Did they say fucking is a sin? Like, but I feel blasphemous saying that shit. But it's just like ain't no way Jesus wasn't getting laid. Like let's be for real. I don't like, who wouldn't fuck Jesus? Excuse my language. Forgive me, Lord. But I'm saying like that nigga had the swag. And then he was backing that shit up too with the miracles, nigga. So you saying if Jesus was about to slide on you, wouldn't take that? Forgive me. Said Hindus believe that Jesus and one of their gods. Yeah, I heard about that. Yep, I heard about that too. Oh my gosh. Not put to sleep. He'd take you to heaven. But I mean, like, I guess, like, since he's, you know, holy and all that, he ain't really need all that. He ain't really need to do all that. He didn't have the urge to do all that. So he's probably celibate his whole life, or I think that's the word, celibate, or whatever. He just ain't need to do that. But I heard like him and Mary Magdalene had a kid, And that's the bloodline of Jesus. But I got a feeling like if they exist, like we'll never know. Because you know how many people will be like coming after them and then worshiping them or just want to kill them. Like that's a secret identity. And then I've heard something saying like I think I heard Jesus had like family members. Like I know obviously his mom and Joseph is his stepdad, but I heard like he had like a stepbrother. I mean like a brother. But I don't know how I feel about Jesus being black. I don't know. I know God is black. I know that. God at least dark skin, nigga. That's what I think. Because if you think about the universe, like universe black, nigga. If God is everything, everything is black. That's a absorption of all colors, nigga. So he not African American black like brown, but maybe he's Jesus. I think he's like black. That's what the pastor was saying about the Pope. And he was saying like the Pope brought in like a Muslim pastor or something, like a Muslim, I don't know what you call the people who work under the Pope. I forgot their names. Yeah, he brought in a Muslim bishop, and I was just like, well, damn, how does that work? And then he was just like, I don't know. But like he's saying because the Pope is trying to accept everybody in so they can get more money and shit. Like they're trying to be more accepting so they can get more money. Yep, he said New World Order too. But then it's just like why the Vatican gotta be the New World Order though? And then I was just saying like he said like Rome is like the capital of like the New World Order and all that. But it's just like who's really checking for Rome though? Like if you think about Rome, like the only thing I think about is like football or some shit, like soccer and shit, nigga. Like what are they really doing in Rome? Besides like the Vatican. And who's really checking for the Vatican, nigga? I think we're Rome, nigga. That's what I think. Pope say being gay isn't even a sin. No more like, what the fuck, y'all supposed to be Catholic? Well, my thing is like, ain't nobody checking for Rome. I mean, like, I get what they say about like homosexuality and whatnot, but like what turned me off was like how the pastor was saying like, oh, did y'all hear about like that shooting that happened? Italy, Rome is in Italy, I think, right? I think Rome is in Italy and the Vatican is in, I think a part of Rome, but the Vatican is its own country. Like I think they say the Vatican is like the smallest country on the planet, a country within a country. Like Rome is in Italy and the Vatican is in a part of Rome, I think. But he was saying like, oh, talking about that shooting, and then he was just like, you know, it's a girl trying to be a boy. So you, or is it a boy trying to be a girl? Do you know? A girl trying to be a boy. Well, I mean, like, that nigga was just like, maybe she shot it up because she was getting bullied. But like, if you look it up, like, she's like 27 years old. She ain't been in an elementary school in like almost like damn near a decade, nigga. So it's just like, it ain't no bullying shit. I don't like, who the hell holding in some shit from like 20 years ago, nigga?
At least some text that the person sent, basically saying they just wanted to die. You're like, oh good.
So she was just trying to do like a death by a cop thing?
Yeah, but I mean, goddamn, there's such an easy way to do that. You just point a gun at a cop, you don't have to fucking...
Yeah. That's some pussy shit, but what bothered me was like how the pastor was like, maybe like the truth made her do it. Like maybe like the truth, that people don't want to hear the truth, so they do fucked up shit like that. And I was like, maybe it's because she was taking fucking testosterone. Maybe you ever thought about that? Like the fuck, like testosterone make you fucking angry and shit. Yeah, drunk. That's what I'm saying, but that don't add up. I think it's because like it's the testosterone she was taking. That shit make you go crazy. That's like when you having roid rage or some shit. I mean, but I don't think it's because like, you know, I think he's saying that shit to be fronting or some shit. Like, oh well, she couldn't stand to hear the good words, so she shot the motherfucker up. Nah, nigga. If that's the case, she would have shot up a church. I ain't gonna lie, that video of police riding in on her was sick. That's what I heard.
Oh, they looked that bitch up?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, Bean just told me about that manifesto. That's crazy.
Folding her ass up like a piece of laundry.
That's crazy. You ain't gonna eat my flaming hots, and you ain't eating my vinegar chips. And my brother getting the Ruffles. So what's left in the bag? Doritos.
Popcorn cheese puffs.
You want the Doritos?
Huh?
You want the Doritos?
I think that's what's left.
Alright. Maybe we just, I got chills watching the police slide in on that bitch. Shit almost made me proud to be American. Alright, drunk, I'm sliding you the Ruffles. Okay. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like when I be seeing some shit where we be blowing shit the fuck up and moving in on niggas, I be like, yes, God bless the USA. That's fucked up to say though. But if it was the other side, they be saying the same damn shit too. So I don't want to hear that shit, man. Law enforcement doing what the fuck they supposed to do. And I heard like, round of applause for them, because you remember that last shooting in Texas, that Uvalde shooting, and them police was acting like they didn't know what the fuck to do. Them niggas, 30 niggas deep, and they ain't do shit. 40 minutes standing out there listening to little kids dying and screaming and shit. Those some pussy ass niggas. The fuck wrong with you? So the police did what they had to do, nigga. You got any thoughts on Trump being first president to be, I can't say that word, indicted? I be saying indicted, nigga. Any thoughts on that? My friend said ain't nothing gonna happen with that. Like he gonna get off, something like that. Like it's all a ploy. I don't know. It is what it is, man. But I just hope Biden don't get reelected. That's it. That's it for that.
Waited till now to do it so he try to make it so he can't run again.
I mean, how would that stop anything though? And then before we get on that, my other thing that I wanted to say was I think they're trying to make the face of shooters trans now. It's like so they can say like everybody that has a gun, it don't matter. Like everybody with a gun is dangerous. So like now they're just trying to ban guns. That's what the fuck it is. Like that's what I think it is. And it's just in time for like that whole World War III shit to pop off, nigga. Just in time. So what, now we can't defend ourselves and shit? And you know we about to go to war, nigga. So you just trying to make an effort to ban, like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an agenda. That's what I think. Biden old ass is supposed to be dead by now. They'll say that, drunk. That's fucked up. But I think if he does get reelected, he, like, and I'm just assuming, I'm not making no plots if the FBI listening, because you already know once they put a little translation on this fucking thing, they be looking and listening and shit. But I don't think he gonna make it through that next election just from being old. If he does, I mean, God bless him, but just like, I think Kamala gonna slide in that bitch. That's what I think is gonna happen. And then they would prove the Simpsons right, because like, ain't the Simpsons said they're supposed to be like a a female president, and then they had Trump dead in one of them episodes. So I mean, the Simpsons ain't get it wrong yet. It'll be impossible for them to take all guns. Yep. Unless they would come into your fucking house. But then that's a violation of like that search and seizure shit, right? Oh God, sad news. That sack of old bird shit got my frozen pizzas up by $4. Damn. Where the hell you getting your frozen pizza from, nigga? I be buying them dollar pizzas and the pizzas on sale. But that frozen pizza be like minimum $7 fucking. What's the sad news? I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Don't say it's nothing about Duke's mayonnaise. Now I'm getting hungry. Remember about that pizza I told you about? Yeah, you told me about that brand. And they had like a buffalo chicken one too, right? Did they, what do you call it? Did it got discontinued? Yeah, Draft House. I bet if you try to buy that shit online, that should be $100 a box, and they're gonna come all soggy. The best thing they can do is a going away sale. Oh, they stopped making the chicken bacon ranch flavor, and now it's a pineapple pizza in its place. I'm sick. Being like pineapple pizza.
I do.
But you gotta be in the mood to eat a pineapple pizza. But I feel you, man. I don't feel like pineapple all the time. But then again, you remember what they said about the chickens and shit? Like, I couldn't find no rotisserie chickens. So maybe we really do have an egg shortage, nigga. Maybe. You better sell that shit online for $100 a pop. Flip that shit. I would break off a piece of that pizza and make it last. I would have that shit on paydays only. No eggs. We got eggs. I don't forgot the price on the eggs now though. I don't even want to look at that shit.
That big pack was like $12.
It's back to $12. Damn. I remember when Thanksgiving was rolling around, the pack of eggs was like $16. Then when Thanksgiving was over, that shit was like $10 or some shit. But it's just like, you know the egg prices is gonna go up when they get it back in stock because Easter coming. Y'all choose my dinner, wings and rice or wings and quesadillas? Are you just having cheese quesadillas? Which one? I feel like we're gonna say wings and quesadillas.
You know me.
Yeah, wings and quesadillas. Like, what kind of rice would you eat? I would have egg fried rice and wings if that was me. But you can't go wrong with a quesadilla. Sometimes them restaurants be putting too much mayonnaise in that quesadilla.
Mayonnaise?
Cookout got that shit. Like, you ever went to Cookout and then they have like the cheese quesadillas, chicken quesadillas, and all that no homo creamy shit get in your mouth? That's mayonnaise, nigga. Fuck that plain rice. You got any spam? Make some spam fried rice. That's the only way I like my rice. My sister says she hate butter on her rice. Being sleeping on the mayo quesadilla. Mayonnaise be bringing shit together though. You stay doing that. Then yeah, I guess that's alright then. What kind of quesadilla were you gonna do? Like just cheese? The wing drippings. I still don't know how to make gravy, nigga. But every time you say wing drippings, I be thinking of salmonella, man. I got that feeling where I'm about to log the hell off and take a shit. Shredded cheddar Duke's tortillas. Now that sounds good. But I don't know about for dinner though. That's more of a snack for right now. So you scraping the bottom of that Duke's? Yeah.
Flour and fat.
Do you like brown gravy or white gravy? How do you make the gravy white? What, milk?
I don't know, I never made white gravy.
Yeah. It's sausage and white gravy. White gravy and biscuits. Got a lot of butts in the gravy. Okay, that's what I was thinking about. I was trying not to say that. That baby batter in the gravy, man. I'm sure there's somebody at a hotel, like when you get that international breakfast, there's some sicko in the back coming inside the white gravy pot. There's some sicko fucking a pot. This sicko's every damn way.
Sausage gravy with biscuits and chicken fried steak.
Ooh, chicken fried steak is good. And I like that,
This one came around that time.
I know that. What's that thing I like? It's like that steak that look like it got punched a lot.
Beef steak.
Yeah, that cube steak good as hell, man. That's my favorite kind of steak. Cheap, but good. Whoa, in the face, man. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's this one. This is better.
I always wondered what be going on in the back in the restaurants, because we be saying some nasty shit.
What?
Like you be talking about people be picking their nose and putting it on the bun and shit.
No,
Alright, drunk.
I said there was one story.
Talk to you later, drunk.
Before I worked there.
But who would admit some shit like that?
It wasn't even the person who did it. It
Like,
was
I bet they...
telling a story about someone who didn't work there anymore. And they said they spit in the salad.
Who does that? And then they be thinking they so hard telling that story. Like, nigga, you a sicko, man.
It wasn't the person that did it that told the story. It was someone who was there and saw it.
And they didn't say nothing? That's my thing. You see some shit like that, you bad as the guy who did that shit. I would quit on the spot. No, I wouldn't. I would snitch. And then you talking about like the person that stick their finger up their ass and then wipe that shit on the bun or some shit. Who does shit like that?
Oh no, that was from like a podcast. And it was...
Who talks about shit like that?
Yeah, someone stuck their finger up their ass and like on top of it.
That's disgusting. You ever heard about like people like during Thanksgiving time and those turkey processing things? And them niggas like they be having like secret cameras in there, but I don't know if that's PETA trying to make you not eat turkeys for Thanksgiving. But they had this secret video and niggas was fucking the turkeys and the chickens and shit. Who does shit like that? But men will stick their wee-wees in anything. Anything. So I don't put it past nobody. But a turkey, and I'm pretty sure that turkey died after that. And that shit ain't funny. I'm glad you're not laughing or not listening. How you... Never mind. That's disgusting. And then it's like they didn't even kill the turkey yet. So this nigga flapping around and shit. Getting assaulted. Then you cut open your turkey. And you see the baby batter and whatnot. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god! 4 niggas left, nigga. Uh-oh. I think I got this, man. Sickos. Oh, what the fuck? I'm out. That was a good game. A nasty conversation, but a good conversation. If you like what the hell I'm talking about, you enjoy my moderators and my co-host Bean, subscribe to his channel. The link is in my channel. But if you like what the hell I'm saying and you want a combination of all of that, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back very soon for non-game talk on my Note to Self podcast that I do at least once or twice a week. But I'm always playing games, so hit me up, leave a comment, subscribe. If you have any topics that you want to discuss, leave it in the comment box, and we'll sure to be discussing that, especially in the Note to Self podcast. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Toodaloo, peace out. I don't know what else to say. Bye. Fairly well.